How y'all doing, good people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want to be keeping up with me when I'm not on YouTube, guys, get down in the description box of the video and click on that Instagram link. Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram link, and give me a follow, and then send me a DM to let me know that you're rocking with me. I certainly would appreciate that. I'm trying to get this new Instagram page up and running. Right now, we got about 4,300 folks following on the new Instagram page. On the old Instagram page, Richard Fain 28, we had over 90,000 people following on the old Instagram page, but that one has been shut down. So as you guys kind of pop into the YouTube channel, I want to make sure I let you know the old Instagram page is no longer operational. I had to create this new Instagram page. So if you followed me on the old page, come on over to the new page. And like I said, give me a follow, send me a DM, let me know that you're rocking with me. And I certainly would appreciate it. We got a lot to cover today, guys. We're going to be talking about Nvidia again. One of a once in a lifetime opportunity, in my opinion, to build wealth using this particular stock. And I want to run you through why I believe it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to build wealth. I want to run you through why I believe that. And again, not your financial advisor, not trying to tell you what to do, not trying to tell you to go out and buy Nvidia. I'm just giving you my opinion on why I think it's a game changer, a once in a lifetime game changer for a lot of folks. A lot of folks out here that this can be a game changer. And I want to walk you through why I believe it's a game changer in my life, in my financial life. And maybe you'll agree, maybe you'll disagree, but that's okay, right? It's just my opinion. It's okay if you disagree and you feel like, hey, this is a terrible idea. I would never buy Nvidia stock. Don't. Hey, man, trust me. I'm okay with that. It ain't going to change my lifestyle. I ain't going to lose not one wink of sleep if you decided it's not right for you. That's okay. That's the great thing about our country. We have the ability to disagree and move in different directions, and that's okay. I'm telling you why I'm moving in this direction and why I believe it's a game changer in my life. And for those of you out there that are looking for something to get yourself invested into, this might be an option for you. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just giving you my opinion on why I believe Nvidia is an incredible opportunity, a once in a lifetime opportunity, a game changer in my life. But before I do that, let's take care of a little bit of business. I got a business, so I got to take care of a little bit of advertising business, because that's the business I'm in. I mean, I gotta promote my own self, right? Ain't nobody else gonna promote me unless I pay Facebook. They'll promote me if I pay them. But I ain't finna pay Facebook to promote me. I just promote myself. It's my YouTube channel, and I'm gonna promote myself, right? So here we go. Website, www.richardfain.net. That's my website. Second link down in the description box. That website was created because you guys asked me to create it. Richard, give us something where we can go get some digital products, where we can collapse time frames and get to our pot of gold at the end of the rainbow quicker. So I created the website. I got digital products on that website to help you do that. Stock market investing, real estate investing, how to start businesses, whether it be brick and mortar or online businesses, how to repair your credit, how to fix your credit, how to improve your credit, how to become a better money manager by showing you how to create a financial or personal budget that you can start becoming a better money manager. Mindset, right? You know, a lot of us are programmed in this old way of thinking, this old way of financial thinking that the 1% has programmed us to think a certain way. I got a product on my website that can help you become a millionaire mindset Change that. Change your old way of thinking and get you to this millionaire mindset way of thinking. That's on there. Just a bunch of stuff, man. Like 10 digital products right now, and we're going to be adding more. But right now, it's been amazing. Over 150,000 of you guys have went to the website, www.richardfain.net, and taken advantage of those digital products. A lot of you guys have decided to join the private mentorship club because you want to be mentored by me. You want me in your gang of 5. You want me on your financial team. That's the only way I do mentoring is through that private mentorship club through the website. There is no more mentoring, just a random old email coming to me saying, hey, Richard, mentor me. I'm going to tell you to go over to the website and join the private mentorship club. That's the only way you can get mentored by me. So if you want to be mentored by me, I'm more than willing to help in any way I can financially, but it has to be through my private mentorship club. So that's a new thing that I've started since I started the private mentorship club. It's not fair to the folks in the private mentorship club that I'm not exclusive to them. It's not fair to them. They've made a financial investment in themselves, and I'm going to make sure I hold to that. So I'm not doing any mentoring. I'm not answering any questions outside of the private mentorship club. So if you want to watch the YouTube videos, get this information, and then go execute on your own, that's perfectly fine. But if you're watching the YouTube videos and you're getting lost with some things and you're not sure about some things, or you got things in your financial life that you need some clarity on, you need some consulting, some advice from a guy that has 30 years worth of experience, both in commercial banking and building wealth through real estate investing, stock market investing, side hustles, building businesses. I got 30 years of experience in all of that. So if you want me on your financial team, if you want me in your gang of 5, you got to join the private mentorship club in order to be mentored by me. That's only fair to the folks that have made the financial commitment in themselves and in me, right? I can't just be out here, giving stuff away for free, and I'm over here in no, it ain't gonna happen like that. I just keep it 100 with you guys. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I just keep it 100. If you don't like that, tough. Then you got to go somewhere else and find somebody else and watch their videos. But I got to be honest with you. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. I can't be a financial mentor to you unless you're willing to make a commitment in yourself. If you won't invest in you, why should I invest my time in you? Fair is fair, right? All right, so let's move on. Last thing, and then we're going to jump into these this idea that I have in my head. The idea that I have in my head is that Nvidia, as part of my investment portfolio, is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I got to add it to the investment portfolio. It's not going to be my only investment, but I got to add it. I got to add it to the portfolio because it's such an amazing opportunity. Now, I know what you guys see happening today, right? You go to the internet, you click on Nvidia stock, and you see red. Oh my God, I know it would tumble. It would crash. It's crashing this morning. No, it's not. It ain't crashing. It ain't crashing. What's happening is people are taking profits, man, before the 10-to-1 split. And ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a great strategy for somebody that wants that strategy. I done made my money. I'm out of this stock. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing fundamentally wrong with the company. The company is still the same company it was yesterday when it closed at $1,224. It's the same company, guys. Nothing different. What's different is you have investors, all types of investors. You got short-term investors, long-term investors. These short-term investors are taking their profits. Now, they may re-enter on Monday, June 10th. They may not. Who knows? But ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's your strategy, you should be doing the same thing. If that's your strategy, it's not my strategy. My strategy is long-term in this thing and 5X and 10X my money. That's what I'm trying to get accomplished. I ain't trying to make a few $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. That's great money, but that's not gonna change anything in my life. What's gonna change my financial life if I can 5X my money in this stock, 10X my money in this stock. That changes my life. See, that's why I'm in it. You gotta figure out why you're in it if you're in it. Or if you're trying to get in it, figure out why. Last thing, and then we're gonna dive into it. Moo. That's the self-directed brokerage app that I'm gonna be using over the next 5 to 10 years, buying the Nvidia stock and other investments, other paper assets, right? I got 2 wealth transfer blueprint strategies and we'll get to that in a second. But the Moo app is what I'm using. For you beginners, people who are just starting to get, I don't care if you're 18 or 80, it ain't too late. 18 or 80, you can be in this thing building wealth if you do it right? You got to have patience, you got to have discipline, and you got to have consistency. But if you're willing to do those three things, you can do this no matter if you're 18 or 80, right? But you need a brokerage account. Now, some of you might say, Richard, I got a brokerage account, I'm happy with it. I'll do what I'm gonna do in my own brokerage account. Perfect, do that. But for you folks who are not savvy at this and you're not really understanding, okay, I got this brokerage account thing, but I don't know how to work it. I don't know how to work it. I need some tutorials, I need some help. Then get down in the description box, click on that Moo link, open up this Moo account. This is the account that I'm using, guys. I'm using the Moo app to make this thing happen, to take advantage of this once in a lifetime opportunity, right? So if you're not sure about these brokerage apps or how, and you've never used one and you're brand new, or Richard, all I got is my 401k at my job, but they do it all for me. I don't know how to do it on my own. Get down in the description box, click on that Moo link, open up that Moo account. Put $100 in there, they're gonna give you 5 free stocks. You put $1,000 in that Moo account, they're gonna give you 15 free stocks. Now here's the thing, guys. The $100 or the $1,000 is your money. You're gonna use that money to make investments in companies like Nvidia if you decide to, right? The $100 and the $1,000 is just a qualifier to get the free stocks. You're not giving Moo $100 to get 5 free stocks. No, that $100 is your money. You use it to go buy other investments. They're just telling you that's the qualifier to get the 5 stocks. You put $1,000 in, they're gonna give you 15 free publicly traded stocks. That's the way it works, right? If you use my link down in the description box. Now, if you go rogue and you go somewhere else and use something else, that's on you. I don't want the email saying, hey, I signed up for Moo, I didn't use your link, but I want 15. No, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's why I'm telling you to get down in the description box and use the link in the description box. You're going to get them. If you put the money in there, you're going to get them. And if you don't, email me. Right? You'll get them though. If you do what you're supposed to do, you'll get them. Now, that's the first step to take advantage of an opportunity like we're going to talk about today. The first step is you got to have a brokerage account and you got to have money in it. For those of you, like I said, already doing this and you're good to go, you know how to use your brokerage app, you're happy with it, use it, but you still need money in it. If you're brand new or you're just new at this altogether and you're not sure and you need some help, then you got to get down in the description box and open that Moo brokerage account so I can help you. Because this is what I'm going to do. When you open the Moo brokerage account, you put your money in there. You're going to send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net. You're going to send me an email through that website and say, Richard, I opened my Moo account and I'm holding you to your promise. You said if I open my Moo account, I put my $100 in there, I got my 5 free stocks, or I put my $1,000 in there, I got my 15 free stocks. You were going to send me some tutorial videos to help me learn how to use this app. And you were going to send me your 2 blueprints, your wealth transfer blueprint, so I know what you're buying just in case I want to copy your plan. I may not copy your plan. I may do my own thing, but I want to know what the guy I'm listening to and rocking with is doing because I may want to use what he's using. Then guess what? I'm going to send you that information ASAP. I've done it to hundreds of people already, guys. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people have sent me that email. And I've sent it to them. And it's very self-explanatory because guess what? Moo is the one who is doing the tutorials. They are doing it. It's their app. They're doing it. It ain't some guy over here, who done created something for you. No, it's the Moo platform. They have created tutorials to walk you through how to use their app. Simple. All you got to do is watch them and do what they tell you to do in the app, and you're Gucci. So here's the thing, and then we're going to move on. If you're new, you're brand new, and you want to take advantage of this opportunity, you need a brokerage account. So get down in the description box and click on the Moo link. Send me the email through the website. Richard, I don't want to miss this opportunity. There is no guarantees in life. I know you're not my financial advisor and you're not trying to tell me what to do, but I'm a guy here that does not want you to miss out on an opportunity, a potential big opportunity, guys. I've been in this thing since January, telling people on my channel, hey, this is an opportunity you may want to take a strong look at. I've been telling people for 2 months that this thing was going to go to $1,000 a share, not because I'm an expert, because I've been following this company. I've done the research. I've looked at the company. I've looked at the industry, the sector it's in. It's the leader. Right now, it's the #2 most valuable company in the world. It just passed Apple. And it's on Microsoft's heels. Microsoft is the #1 most valuable company in the world, and Nvidia is right at their heel, about to overtake them. And they're getting ready to do a 10-to-1 split. Today, matter of fact, you got to be a shareholder of record today. Last day to be a shareholder of record. Now, that don't mean you can't buy the stock on June 10th, guys. You can. Don't even worry about all that. I should even said that because I know, oh, what are you talking about? I can't buy it unless I buy it today. No, so scratch that. I shouldn't even said that. Just focus on what this opportunity can do for your life. That's all you got to focus on. And then get your brokerage account open, moo, get down in the description box, put you some money in it, and then ask for the instructions. Ask for the tutorials. Send that to you. You're going to be ready to go for June 10th. Because that's in my opinion. Again, guys, I'm not an expert, not trying to be an expert. I'm giving you my opinion. The floodgates open on June 10th. Because you're going to have so many retail investors come into this thing after June 10th. Why? Because the stock is going to be 1/10 of what it is now. You can buy it today at $1,200 a share, but on June 10th, it's going to be $120 a share. The lower that stock price, when that thing opens on Monday, June 10th, I believe, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an analyst, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, I'm telling you my opinion. Could it be wrong? Yes. But could it be right? Yes. That's it though, right? I'm going to be either right or wrong, but I'm willing to take that chance. See, I understand without risk, there's no reward. Without risk, guys, there's no reward. The spoils go to the brave. Now, that doesn't mean you got to go do something stupid and lose all your money. That's not what I'm telling you to do. What I'm telling you to do is take a look at where you're at today financially. Take a look where you're at today financially. And are you happy with where you're at? If you say, yes, Richard, I'm happy where I'm at, why would I do this? Then you wouldn't do it. You just stay where you're at and live out the rest of your life and be happy. Nothing wrong with that, guys. But if you're saying to yourself, nah, this guy got a point. I ain't crazy about my situation. See, I got people, 70-year-old guys, emailing me through the website, signing up for Moo. Why? Because they've gotten to the golden years and they've figured out that they don't have enough money to do what they need to do. And they're thinking, you know something, Richard, I'm brand new at this thing. I don't know a lot what's going on, but you know something, I'm 70 years old and I'm not happy with where I'm at financially. And if this is an opportunity over the next 3 to 5 years to improve my financial situation, I'm willing to take that chance. And that's what it is, guys. It's just an opportunity. We don't know what will happen. But can I afford not to take the opportunity? That's all I'm saying. Can you afford not to? Now, if you're saying I'm happy with where I'm at, I'm fine with my life, then guys, listen, click out of the video, go to somewhere else. Perfect. I'm just trying to talk to people who are not happy with their current financial situation. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to talk to people who are not happy with their current financial situation. And you gotta also understand, you're gonna always have people on both sides of the equation. You're gonna have naysayers and everything in life, guys. They're gonna show up. I don't care what you're talking about. You can talk about a little bitty snail crossing the street You're going to have somebody on one side of that debate. You're going to be on the other side. Well, I think the snail should cross the street. Well, I don't think that snail should cross the street. They might get hit by a car. Well, I think that snail has an opportunity to get across the street and go to that wherever it's going. See, you're going to always have people on one side of the equation. You're going to always have negative Nancy's and you're going to have positive Nancy's. You're going to have negative Nancy's, positive Nancy's. You got to see through all of that. See, I'm one of these guys, I'm used to negative Nancy's. See, I've been doing this for 30 years, right? I come from an environment where nobody gave me an opportunity. Well, I ain't gonna take that back. Not opportunity, that's the bad word. Nobody thought me and some other guys in my area could have come out of that area and do what we've done. Nobody thought we could. We knew we could, so we did it. So this negative Nancy stuff, that don't bother me, right? I don't care about that. I can just zero that out. What I have to focus on is the positive Nancy. Because guess what? I know positivity is powerful, just like negativity is powerful. So you can fill your filter system with negativity. It's very powerful. It will keep you broke. It will keep you as an underachiever. You will never reach your full financial potential in anything if you're a negative Nancy. You're a positive Nancy, on the other hand, you got a chance. That doesn't mean it'll be perfect. That doesn't mean it won't be bumpy road. That don't mean it won't be tough, but you can get there. That's what I'm talking about with this opportunity, right? So you got to look at where you're at. You got to look at where you're at in your financial picture. And you got to say to yourself, am I happy with the financial picture? And if I'm not happy with it, what do I need to do to change it? And how long is it going to take me? See, a company like Nvidia, why I believe it will change the trajectory of my financial life is because of its history. What it has recently done. Over the last 8 years, this company has 12x'd their revenue. Let me just give you quickly, right quick, and then we're going to dive into what we want to dive into. I just want to give you some numbers because you got a lot of, see, right now the stock is at $1,214. It started out today at $1,240 and it cratered. No, it didn't crater initially. It started out at $1,240. It ran to $1,255. And then guess what happened? People started dumping the stock. Why did they dump the stock? Because they made profits and they're ready to get out of it. Ain't nothing wrong with that, guys. That's perfect. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I knew eventually the stock would correct itself. It would level out and it'll so it's still over $1,200 a share, $1,213 a share, right? It got down to $1,184 a share, just like that, just cratered. Ran up to $1,255 and then cratered. Why? People taking profits before the 10-to-1 split. People taking profits before the 10-to-1 split, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a beautiful thing. If you've made your money, that's the whole point of the stock market. That's the whole point of assets, guys, is to multiply your money. So if you put, let me give you a prime example. Nancy Pelosi, she's one of your Democratic, I don't know what she is, House of Representatives, Senator, I don't know what she is. But she's somebody up there on Capitol Hill that frequently invests in the stock market. And she does well. This lady put in $5 million. Now, I'm going to give credit to one of my Instagram guys who sent me this morning. One of my Instagram guys sent me this. He said, man, you take a look at this. You'll like this. So I look at it, right? This lady took $5 million in December of 2023, invested it in Nvidia. This lady sold it just recently and made $4 million. The stock was up 145% since she bought. And guys, I'm not telling you that'll happen for us. I'm just telling you the power of what people are doing out here to make money with this. See, these rich folks, man, I'm telling you, that's one thing I got to give these rich people, man. They do not have no negative Nancy in them. These people got positive Nancy all the way, and they not afraid to take a risk. This lady put $5 million in this thing, guys. It could have went the other way on her. But see, she ain't thinking like that. She made her money, got out, put $4 million in her pocket. I don't know. I don't know. All I'm telling you, people out here getting rich. People out here getting rich who do what? They're willing to take advantage of an opportunity. That could have went the other way on Nancy Pelosi. She could have lost $4 million. But see, these rich people, they don't think like that. A lot of them, 99% of them don't think like that. Right? All the reason I tell you that is because this opportunity is still here. It ain't gone yet. We at the beginning. And if you've been following me this week, I've been talking about why I believe we're at the beginning of a real growth spurt for this company. Here's what I want to really share with you. Let me see if I can find it in here. Here we go. Here's what I want to share with you. Here's your your last four earnings reports. Your last 4 quarters. Last 4 quarters now. Check this out. Here are the last 4 quarters. Revenue. They beat on revenue the last 4 quarters, right? Here we go. Here's just the last quarter right here, though. Let's just focus on the last quarter. Even though they in the green, they beat everything over the last 4 quarters. Let's focus on the last quarter because that's the most recent. Here we go. Revenue, $26 billion. Year over year growth, 262%. Year over year growth, up 262%. Triple digit. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Net income, $14 billion. Check this out. Year over year growth, 628%. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Net profit margin, 57.14%. Year over year, 101.13% growth. I try to tell y'all guys, everything triple digits. Triple digits. Okay, you okay, Richard? That's great, but maybe they're just a one-hit wonder. I don't think so. Go to Nvidia's website. Do me a favor. When you got time today, go to Nvidia's website. Go down and click on Investor Relations and pull up the earnings report for the last 4 quarters. Think I'm lying? Pull them up. Pull them up. Guys, I don't have to sit here and lie to you. I think it's the greatest opportunity that I've seen in my 30 years of investing. Greatest opportunity I've seen in 30 years of investing. Greatest opportunity I've seen in 30 years investing. That's what I think. Now, what you think is what you think. But I'm telling you what I think. Let's dive into what I want to cover today. Again, guys, if you're interested in this opportunity, you don't have a brokerage account, or you don't mind having a second brokerage account or a third brokerage account or a fourth brokerage account just to take advantage of this opportunity, get down in the description box and click on that Moomoo link. Moomoo is going to give you 5 free stocks if you put $100 in. They're going to give you 15 free stocks if you put $1,000 in, just as a qualifier for you to start using their brokerage account, right? Then you're going to take that $100, you're going to take that $1,000 and potentially buy Nvidia. And potentially change your financial life if you do it consistently enough and long enough. No guarantees. There's no guarantee in this life. I could lose every dime I put in it. But you know something? I'm willing to take that risk because I believe what the research that I've done and the history of this company doesn't point to zero. What I see is a company that is not even the company it will be in 5 years. It's the second most valuable company in the world, guys. And it's only doing a fraction of the revenue that Microsoft does. Microsoft does over $400 billion a year in revenue. Microsoft does over $400 billion a year in revenue. This company, when you extrapolate out the rest of this year, will probably end up north of $100 billion in revenue. Can you imagine when it gets to 400 billion in revenue, how valuable this company will be? You got people out there who believe this is a $10 trillion market cap company. And I'm one of them. Because when you look at what this company is doing and the products that it makes, not only the hardware, but the software it's making, I'm telling you guys, for me, 3 to 5 years from now, I just think it's a game changer in my financial situation. But let's dive into some of the stuff that I want to share with you today. Let's dive into it. Let's get a little bit more information that could potentially help somebody make a decision on which direction they want to go if they decide they want to move in this direction of Nvidia. Here's the headline: 3 reasons to buy Nvidia stock. Hint, it's stock split. That's not the reason to buy it, according to these people, is the stock split. Don't get me wrong, that's very attractive, but that's not the only reason to buy. Here are 3 reasons to buy Nvidia stock that has nothing to do with the stock split. Here we go. The hottest stock on Wall Street, Nvidia, is enacting a stock split on June 7th. That's tomorrow. So when that thing closes up tomorrow, when the stock market closes on Friday at 4 o'clock, whatever that stock price is, let's say it's $1,200. Whatever that stock price is when it closes on Friday at 4 o'clock, June 7th, let's say it's $1,200. On June 10th, Monday, June 10th, when the market opens, it's going to be $120 a share. And that is when the floodgates open, in my opinion. That's when your retail investors are coming. Well, nobody knows about Nvidia. Well, I disagree. There was a survey done, a pretty big one, that listed the top 10 most recognized brands in America. Guess who was at the top? Nvidia. So retailers are nobody, but people are waiting. See, now if I'm a rich guy or I'm somebody that know what I'm doing and I've been at this for a long time and I'm making money in the market, this ain't my first rodeo. Yeah, those people know about Nvidia. They don't mind spending $1,200 a share. They don't mind spending $1,000 a share. They don't mind spending $950 a share because this ain't their first rodeo. They know about the stock. They probably made money in the stock before, right? Those people don't mind. But guess what, guys? That's like 1% of the people. The other 99% don't know nothing about the stock market. They don't know nothing about Nvidia. All they've been hearing is this buzzword, this company who's defined all the metrics when it comes to earnings, their triple-digit growth, and then they go look them up on the internet. Oh my God, $1,200 a share. I can't buy that. I can't afford that. I ain't buying that. Oh, wait, I'm reading. It says it's going to be a 10-to-1 split where this thing will be 1/10 of the price when it closes on June 7th, when it opens on June 10th. Shoot, I might be able to get in on this thing at $110 a share, $120 a share, $130 a share. I'm in like Flynn. I might be able to get me some of this thing and ride this thing. That's what's going to happen, in my opinion. You're going to have all these retail investors don't know nothing about the stock market. They don't know nothing about Nvidia, but they've heard the buzz. They've read something. They've seen a TikTok. They've seen a Instagram. They done seen some weird guy on YouTube like me. Oh golly, let me put this on the short list. Okay, let me do a little research. They go to TikTok for their research. They go to Instagram for their research. They don't go to the company now. Remember, they're brand new. They don't know what they're doing. They don't go to the company website and look at the earnings reports. They don't know anything about that. All they know is TikTok. All they know is Instagram. All they know is Snapchat. All they know is YouTube. So this is where they get their research. But those are the people that are going to be flooding in this thing on June 10th. In my opinion now, it might not be, you might say, Richard, you're stupid. That ain't going to happen. Ain't nobody going to buy that thing. And you might be right. You might be right. But you could be wrong. Now, here's what I want to ask you. What if I'm right, guys? What if I'm right? What if I'm right and this thing opens up on June 10th and it starts out at, let's say, $120 a share, and it runs itself up to $320 a share in one day. You know how much money I'm gonna make. What if I'm right? Now, I could be wrong. I'm 50-50 on this. There's a 50% chance I'm dead wrong. There's a 50% chance I'm dead right. But what if I'm right and you ain't in there? You ain't invested. What if I'm right? What if this weird guy who ain't got no credibility other than he's been doing this for 30 years? What if this guy who is not a CFP, he's not a stock market guy, he don't know what he's talking about, he's not a trained analyst. You know how people are when they're negative Nancy's. They figure out all kind of reasons to try to say you don't know what you're talking about when they negative Nancy's, right? You get that. I'm okay with that. I'm a big boy, right? I got thick skin. While they talking, I got a 7-figure net worth. I don't know. How did I get this 7-figure net worth if I don't know nothing? I have a 7-figure net worth. Most of it's cash. So if I don't know what I'm talking about, how do I get all that? How do I get a 7-figure net worth? How do I have all the stuff that I have, all my cars paid for? And not no little regular schmegular car. I'm talking about big boy, GT3, 2022 Audi R8, Range Rover SVR, all that's paid for. But I don't know nothing. I'm not saying I'm an expert, guys, but I do know how to make money. So they ain't gonna let nobody tell me I don't know how to make money, because I do. The proof is in the pudding. So all I'm telling you is, what if I'm right? I could be wrong, but what if I'm right, guys? What if that thing opens up on June 10th and that thing goes to from $120 a share to $320 a share? One day. What if I'm right? We don't know, guys. We don't know who coming in to buy this thing on June 10th. You could have institutional investors come in and put in billions of dollars on June 10th, buy billions of dollars worth of this stock. What do you think is going to happen when more people are buying the stock, more people are interested in the stock price goes up, guys? Just like today, when the stock price went down because more people are selling than buying. That's why the stock market is down today. It's the only reason it's down. More people are selling today, at least this morning they were. More people were selling this morning than they were buying. The stock price goes down when people are selling more than they're buying. What if the reverse happens on June 10th? What if the reverse happens? More people are buying than selling on June 10th. What does that do to the stock? Goes up. So all I'm telling you is, I believe I got a 50-50 chance of being right. I got a 50-50 chance of being wrong. The question is, if I'm right, I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to get rich if I'm right. If I'm right on Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning, Tuesday morning, because Monday I'm going to do my live stream. It won't be all the way. But on Tuesday morning, when I come on this YouTube channel on Tuesday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time on June 11th, what if I'm right? I don't know. So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. The hottest stock on Wall Street, Nvidia, is enacting a 10-to-1 split on June 7th. The following trading day, June 10th, Nvidia's stock will be reduced by 1/10. So whatever the stock price is, divided by 10. That's what it'll be on June 10th. Whatever it closes at on June 7th, divided by 10, and that's what it will open up at on June 10th, causing the number of shares to increase tenfold. After that date, the stock will be trading for around $100 rather than $1,000. That's just an example. Although stock splits excite investors, there are far better reasons to buy Nvidia's stock than just the stock split. I've come up with 3 good reasons, but many more could have been included. So there are other reasons why people would buy Nvidia stock other than the stock split, and that's what I wanted to share with you this morning, so that you can get a better perspective of really what's happening here and why people will buy this stock, I think, in droves on June 10th. Here we go. Number 1, Nvidia is still growing at a rapid pace. Pause. Let's go back to what I just told you when I shared with you their last quarter's financial report or earnings report, where everything was triple digit. Everything, guys. Everything. Revenue was triple digit growth. Revenue was up 262%. We had something up 650%. We had net profit up 101%. I don't know. Maybe help me out here. I don't know. Here we go. Nvidia's incredible performance since the start of 2023. Nancy Pelosi knew. She got in December 23, put 5 milski in, took out 9 milski. Boy, I tell you, these rich people know what they're doing. Boy, they just get richer and richer, man. Why? Because they execute. They ain't got a lot of negative Nancys in their life. They got a lot of positive Nancys. No negative Nancys, positive Nancys. See, a lot of folks, you're going to either be what? Optimistic or you're going to be pessimistic. That's how you're going to lead your life. You choose what you want and you want to lead your life. Who wants to lead their life every day being pessimistic? That must be a miserable life. I'd rather lead my life every day being optimistic and positive. It's a better life. I'd rather lead my life every day smiling than frowning. You do know it takes more energy to frown than it does to smile. Okay, let's keep moving. Nvidia's incredible performance since the start of 2023, the stock is up around 650%. Oh, that company is, it's gonna bust. It's a bubble. Okay, it could be. I don't know, guys. I'm not an expert here. I just know I'm in the stock right now. I'm up $300 a share. Right now. I'm in the stock big time, and I'm already up $300 a share. Do you know what I'm gonna be up if this thing runs on Monday? Like I think it's gonna run. If this thing runs on Monday, dude, I might be $500 a share up on a big sum of money. So I'm just telling you guys, I got skin in the game. I'm not asking you or telling you to put skin in the game. I'm telling you I got skin in the game and I'm putting more in the game. I'm putting more skin in the game. Why? Because I believe in the opportunity. There's no guarantees. I could go to zero. Now, one thing I will tell you, all my eggs are not in one basket, and I don't recommend all your eggs in one basket. You got to be diversified. But I can't pass up an opportunity like this to put it in the portfolio. Because see, this opportunity will catapult the rest of the portfolio. If Nvidia goes to the moon on Monday, guess what the rest of the stock market is going to do, in my opinion? It'll probably follow. When you got this type of activity that I believe will be happening next week in this stock, specifically Monday, the rest of the stock market has to participate. The S&P has to participate. The information technology ETF that I buy, which has Nvidia in it, has to participate. The Mag 7, the Magnificent 7, has to participate. Nvidia's in it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just thinking, and here's another catalyst. We haven't even reduced interest rates yet. That's another stock market catalyst to send it to the moon. Because when interest rates go down, assets go up. That includes the stock market. That includes paper assets. So we still got some catalysts coming, man. We still got rates that got to come down. I just think it's a lot of opportunity that you need to think about. I'm not telling you to do anything. If you're happy with your financial situation, guys, stay where you're at. Richard, I'm happy with my money in my money market, get my 4.5%. I got a great life. I'm doing good. Perfect. Keep that life, Jim. Keep that life, Mary. If you're doing great, Mary, Jim, with your money in your money market and you're satisfied with that return, it's doing everything you needed to do, you stay put. But if Bob and Shanika ain't happy with they, you know what I'm saying? They not happy with their financial situation. They're like, man, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I got a little bit of money. I'm getting my mind right. I need to find a way over these next 3, 5, 10 years to change things drastically in my financial life. And I need big boy assets to be able to do it. I need to hitch my financial wagon to big boy assets. You might want to put this on the short list. You might want to think about it. You might want to think about it. So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Nvidia's incredible performance since the start of 2023. The stock market. Okay, let's start over. Nvidia's incredible performance since the start of 2023. The stock is up around 650%. Has been directly tied to the artificial intelligence race. Nvidia's primary products are graphics processing units, long for GPUs, which are incredibly useful in processing AI models because they can compute in parallel. I don't know what any of that means, but I know some of y'all do. I don't know what it means. Because Nvidia's GPUs are best in class, they quickly become the top pick for anyone looking to increase their AI computing power dramatically. See, that's the edge Nvidia has right now on all of its competition, guys. They make the best GPUs on the planet. Now, people disagree with that and come up with all these other companies, but none of these other companies are even in the revenue league, the cap market league, none of them. Now, that doesn't mean they won't get better and push Nvidia, but they're not even close. When you look at the numbers, Intel, some other company, they ain't even close. Not even close. This directly translated into jaw-dropping revenue growth for a company of Nvidia's size. See, I keep telling y'all guys, the revenue that this company is generating, put it this way, the growth that they're doing at the size of company that they really are, you're talking about a $60 billion company. Check this out, guys. This is what you guys got to think about. You're talking about a $60 billion company in revenue, but it's the second most valuable company in the world. You got a company like Walmart does $650 billion a year in revenue, and Nvidia has a higher market cap than them at $60 billion a year. Why? Why is that? That's what you got to ask yourself. Why would a company like Microsoft that does $400 billion in revenue, and a small company revenue-wise like Nvidia at $60 billion is right on the heels? They are a $3 trillion market cap company, but only got $60 billion in revenue. That should tell you the upside on this thing is huge. Huge. That should tell you the upside right there. You're talking about a $60 billion company with a $3 trillion market cap. Guys, go do the math. I'm not a mathematician, right? I'm a I struggle with algebra. I struggle with all that stuff, geometry. Struggle with all of it. But let me tell you this. Walmart does $650 billion in revenue, guys. That's Walmart. You got a company that does $60 billion in revenue, that has a $3 trillion market cap. That should tell you something, guys. There's some growth still left, a bunch of it. Can you imagine when this company gets to $400 billion in revenue? At $60 billion, they're already a $3 trillion market cap, guys. Second largest company in the world, value-wise. Second most valuable company in the world. Can you imagine when they get to $400 billion? I keep telling y'all, people are saying this company is going to be a $10 trillion market cap company, guys. I got to be on that ride. I got to. I might not win, but I got to be on the ride. There's no way I cannot be on this ride because of what I see and what could be, right? No guarantees, but could be. So let's keep moving. Directly translated into jaw-dropping revenue growth for a company of Nvidia's size. In the first quarter of fiscal year 2025, ending April 28th, Nvidia's revenue rose 262% year over year. While that's a mind-blowing figure, this will likely be the last quarter with a growth rate that high. Now, Nvidia is starting to come up against stronger year-over-year comparisons. So its growth rate will likely decelerate. But that's okay. Basically what they're saying here is the number is so astronomical, it's just going to be hard for them to beat that every quarter. But you ain't got to beat it every quarter. I don't care if you're 100% every quarter, 80% every quarter. You're going to grow like a maniac. You ain't got to be 262. That's going to be hard to do. And you shouldn't you shouldn't count that as a failure if they come in at 150% next quarter. That's not a failure. You're still talking about 150% growth. You're still talking about 100% growth. You're still talking about 80% more growth. Guys, these are astronomical numbers. Here we go. Now, Nvidia is starting to come up against stronger year-over-year comparisons, so the growth rate will likely decelerate. Instead, investors can also look at the quarter-over-quarter growth rate instead of the year-over-year. That's a better comparison in my opinion anyways, right? So for Q1, this figure was 18%, which is still a blazing fast growth rate. In Q2, management expects revenues of 28 billion. So they did 26 billion in Q1. They're expecting 28 billion in Q2, which indicates about an 8% quarter-over-quarter growth. While that's a slight slowdown, management may be sandbagging its guidance. In the fourth quarter, fiscal year 2024, it guided for 24 billion in Q1 revenue, indicating a 9% quarterly growth rate. And it beat that projection handily. So now what happens is, these guys ain't dumb. Most companies want to be able to outperform what they say they can do. So sometimes companies might say, hey, we're going to do X, when they know good and well they could probably do higher than that. But they want to be conservative. And then if they blow it out of the water, they're heroes. So they ain't no, Nvidia is no different. They want to come in at realistic numbers, and if they beat them, great. What you don't want to come in is over-promise and under-deliver. You rather under-promise and over-deliver. That's what he's saying. Nobody wants to over-promise and under-deliver. I rather under-promise and over-deliver. Make sense? Kabish. Let's move on. The consequences of missing guidance outweigh those of exceeding projections, which is true. You don't want to tell somebody you're going to do something and you fall short of that, guys, especially not the stock market, especially not these analysts. I'd rather tell analysts a conservative number and I blow that number out than the other way around. So I understand where the guy's going with this, and he's making perfect sense, right? The consequences of missing guidance far outweigh those of exceeding projections. So management has nothing to gain by issuing less aggressive guidance. Investors should keep this in mind, as there are almost no signs of Nvidia's growth slowing down. When you look at everything, guys, there is no indication these guys are slowing down. See, here's what I'm trying to tell you guys. 20 years from now, I don't know what happens. But I think over the next 3 to 5 years, there's no way their competition catches up with them. There's no way. There's no way in the next 3 to 5 years, nobody catches up with them. Could somebody catch up to them in 10 years? 15 years? Absolutely. But ain't nobody gonna catch up with them in the next 3 years. Not in their niche. The only thing sandbags this thing is if we had a catastrophic correction in the stock market, people start pulling out of AI, companies like Meta and companies like that start saying, we're scrapping our AI, we ain't doing it no more. That's the only thing that hurts these guys. If big companies start saying, no, we're not going to build out our AI platform, we're good. Well, it's too expensive. Right now, we're going to put that on the back burner and just concentrate on this. Those are the only things that can hurt these guys. That's the only thing that can hurt Nvidia. Big companies like Amazon, AWS. See, Amazon got that AWS cloud program, which is gaining traction like a mofo. And they need GPUs like this. Now, they try to produce their own, but they can't beat these guys. They can't beat them. Yeah, Microsoft tries to produce its own. Yeah, Amazon gonna try to produce its own, but they can't. They don't have the technology. These guys have like a 25-year head start on them, guys. You can't just turn over one day and say, oh, I'm Amazon, I'm gonna create my own GPU. Just don't do that, guys, not at this level. It takes years of R&D, billions of dollars in R&D to catch these guys. Amazon don't want to do that. Microsoft don't want to do that. Tesla don't want to do that. Meta don't want to do that. They'd rather just buy it from these guys that it's already buttoned down, ready to go. Who wants to spend billions of dollars trying to catch these guys? Nobody. Now, they got competition that's going to try, but they ain't going to do it in 3 to 5 years. They ain't going to do it in 3. See, in 3 to 5 years, I'm going to be rich. 3 to 5 years, this stock going to go 5x, 10x. 3 to 5 years, 5x, 10x, and I'm rich and I'm out of there anyways. So if they catch up with them in 20 years, go ahead. I'm exit. Done. I done made my wealth, moving on. 3 to 5 years. That's my game plan, right? So let's keep moving. Here's the second thing. Second thing you got to look out for when we think about these 3 reasons why you should be considering. I can't say buy. I say consider, guys, because I got to be careful here. I'm not trying to tell you to do anything you don't want to do. I'm just trying to give you information that can help you make a decision on your own, right? I already told you I'm in the stock. I got $250,000 already in the stock. Got in at $950. I'm already up $250, $300 a share. Wherever the stock in, I'm already in, guys. Already got $250,000 in the stock at $950 a share. I'm up $250, $300, wherever it lands, I don't care. That don't matter to me. What matters to me is when this thing go green on June 10th. That's where the rubber meets the road for me. This thing go green on June 10th the way I think it's going to go, and we don't have some crazy stuff happen in the stock market where, you know, or something crazy with the economy that could slow it down. Now, if we got something crazy that happened in the economy, it will slow it down. That's just the way it is. You get something crazy happen that is not in Nvidia's control, it will slow it down. But that don't mean it will stop it. Think about it, guys. May 2022. What was the stock trading at May 2022? Anybody in the chat? Please help me out here. Because I want to demonstrate something, because I know what people are going to say. Oh, we got a major correction coming. It's going to crash. What do we have in 22? Major correction, right? What was Nvidia stock trading at in 2022? I'm talking about May of 2022. $190 a share. It was trading at $190 a share in May of 2022. And what was 2022? A major correction in the stock market, right? Major correction in the stock market in 2022. That had nothing to do with Nvidia. That doesn't mean Nvidia wasn't a good company. That doesn't mean Nvidia wasn't number one in its industry. It didn't mean that. That's just the economy. That's just what happens. What happened less than 2 years later? What happened to that stock 2 years later? It went from $190 a share to what? Basically $1,200 a share. 2 years. So had you invested in May of 2022 and just stayed the course, you'd have 10x your money. So here's what I'm telling you guys. As long as it's not a fundamental issue with Nvidia, when it comes to revenue, when it comes to product, when it comes to managing expenses, when it comes to leadership, long as none of them things are in play and the market does something crazy and the stock price go down, I buy more. I buy more because I know it's temporary, just like 22. You know how many millionaires got made in 2022 by buying this stock while it was dirt cheap? Whew. I wasn't one of them, guy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wish I would. I wish I had that was on my. I wasn't one, because I wouldn't even be on YouTube right now had I did what I'd have 10x my money. Just think about it. Put $250,000 in there in May 22. It'd be $2.5, $3 million right now. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. I can't miss that again. I don't know about y'all. I know what your financial situation is. Maybe you're good. Maybe you don't need nothing. But for me, guys, that type of growth, I don't even think I think it's more growth than that out there over the next 3 to 5 years. That's what I think. The only thing will derail this thing is if the economy slows. It'll push it out longer, maybe. Because this thing did this in 2 years, from 22 to 24. It didn't push it out long. I mean, it killed. So that's what I'm thinking, right? So let's move on to number 2. Let's move on to number 2, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Let's move on to number 2. Second reason why you should be considering buying this stock other than the stock split. Second reason, new products may drive an upgrade cycle. Check it out. So Nvidia's H100 is the industry standard in data center GPUs, the H100. While this remains the top pick, Nvidia's H200 is the latest and greatest technology. So they got this H100 that's killing it. They've just come out with this H200. That's the latest and the greatest technology, right? Okay, we're talking about products, guys. We're talking about why these guys will go 10x again. So you got to consider the products that are coming out and what's in the pipeline, because it's about the products, right? It's about the product. The more superior the product is to the market, the more you sell, right? So that's what we're talking about here, the product. Compared to the H100 GPU, it runs large language models at up to 2 times the speed of the H100. Who uses language models? Which companies do you think use language models? I'll give you a couple. Meta, 7th most valuable company in the world. Meta. Amazon, 5th most valuable company in the world. Tesla, 15th most valuable company in the world. Microsoft, number 1 most valuable company in the world. And guess who they buy a lot of their GPUs from? I'm not saying this is the only company they buy them from, but they buy a lot of them from Nvidia. Why? Because they're the best. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Compared to the H100 GPU, it runs large language models at up to 2 times the speed of the H100. Furthermore, the H200 is also more efficient, uses about half of the energy as the H100 when running a similar AI model. So guess what? You got people, companies, they're gonna want that latest and greatest. They're gonna want this upgrade. Because see, it's a race right now for these companies. It's a race to who can build the best, most efficient, fastest AI platform. It's a race. And a lot of these companies ain't trying to take the cheap route, guys. They're trying to take the product that gives them the best opportunity to be number 1. Just saying. Just saying. You got to think about that. Energy input costs are massive operating expenses for data centers. And upgrading to the H200 may offer potential cost savings for many of the largest players in the space. Just trying to give you a reason why you put this on the short list, man, other than the 10-to-1 split. Just trying to give you some hard data here to back up an educated decision whether you're going to go into this thing or not. See, you right here going into it and don't know nothing about nothing. Soon as the thing go in the red, you gonna panic. Soon as it go in the red, you gonna panic because you don't know nothing about the company. You ain't tried to learn nothing about the company. You're gonna panic. So my recommendation is learn something about the company. That's what I'm trying to give you now. Learning why you would buy this thing and stick to it long term. Here are the reasons why. Here we go. Although its H100 GPU is already industry leading, Nvidia looks like an upgrade in all aspects, right? So although its H100 GPU is already industry leading, the H100, the old version, is already industry leading. All the competition behind them can't even compete with the H100, is what they're telling you. All this competition, Intel, this other company, they can't even compete with the H100. Now these boys coming out with the H200. Nvidia's H200 looks to be an upgrade in nearly all aspects. This could lead to an upgrade cycle, which will keep the demand for Nvidia's GPUs thriving for years to come. I keep telling y'all guys, ain't nobody catching these guys in 3 to 5 years. Nobody. The only thing derails that growth spurt is if the economy sideways on us. And I don't even think it hurts the real growth spurt, because guess what? They're B2B. They're B2B, business to business. They ain't selling to you and me. They selling to businesses. Now, don't get me wrong. Economy goes sideways, businesses suffer. When businesses suffer, they cut back on buying product. I got you. I'm with you. That's why I'm saying the only thing slows these guys down, in my opinion, from a growth standpoint, from a stock price acceleration, simply is the overall economy. Right? If a monkey wrench gets thrown into the overall economy, that will slow this thing down. It won't stop them, guys. AKA 2022. Did that stop them? Did 2022 stop them? Did 2020 stop them? Gave them a little bit of setback, delayed it a little bit, but didn't stop them. $190 a share in May of 22, May of 24, you 10x it? I don't think that stopped them. Even if we get a correction, let's say we get a correction in 25. Let's just say we get a correction in 25 like we did in 22. See, the smart move is you double down on these guys at that point. You buy this thing as cheap as you can buy it. I'm talking about I'm gonna buy so much of it, I'm gonna buy a lot. If we do have a downturn in 25 where the stock market corrects itself, let's say we got a 20% correction in the stock market like we did in 2022. I'm gonna buy so much of this thing in 25 because I know in 26 it's to the moon again. That's how these cycles work, guys. That's how they work, man. I'm telling you, just look at history. Look at history. This is how these cycles work. Right? So don't be discouraged. If this, just like this morning when I 9:30, I looked at the market. This thing shot up to 1255. I'm talking about like in 30 minutes, it was 1255. The next time I looked at it, it was down to 1170 something, 1180 something. I'm like, whoa, God, dog, what happened there? I mean, it went from green to red so quick. But this is what you got to hang your hat on when that happens, to know who this company is. And what did I have to do? I have to take off my emotional thinking cap, put on the logical thinking cap, and say, Richard, ain't nothing different about this company. That's people selling off before the 10-to-1 split. Relax. They're just selling off, taking their profits. It'll be fine. See, I just had to take off the emotional thinking cap and put on the logical. Once I put on the logical, I settled down, got prepared for my call. Didn't skip a beat. Ain't bothered me since. See what I'm saying? This is what we got to be prepared for, the volatility, guys, in this stock. We got to be prepared for the swings. This what could swing down $100 a share one day and swing back up $100 a share the next day. This is what we got to deal with. But over time, it's demonstrated that it multiplies money. AKA Nancy Pelosi. Came in with 5 mil, left with 9. Less than 6 months. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, there's so much money to be made out here, but we got to get off the sideline. We got to put ourselves in the game. That's why you got to get down to that description box, and you need to click on that Moomoo link. Open up your Moomoo account today. Put $100 in there, get you 5 free stocks. Put $1,000 in there, get you 15 free publicly traded companies. That's the brokerage app I'm going to be using, guys, to buy this Nvidia stock, guys. This is the brokerage app I'm using to buy this stock. Now, it's not the only investment I got, but it's going to be a heavy hitter. This is going to be the only investment that's going to really 5 or 10x itself. S&P ain't going to 5 and 10x itself in those 3 years, 5 years. It ain't going to do it. It might do it in It may double itself in 10 years, but it ain't gonna do it in 3 years. This can. How do you know that? Because it did it from 2022 to 2024. It 10x'd itself. That's how I know. Or at least it got a chance to, right? So get down to that description box, click on that Moomoo link, and don't delay, man. Get started today, guys. And then send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net. Send me an email through my website and say, Richard, I've opened my Moomoo account. I've funded my Moomoo account. Please send me those tutorial videos that show me how to use the Moomoo app, show me how to make trades, and send me your wealth transfer blueprint 1.0, 2.0 to let me know what you're buying in addition to Nvidia. That way I got some other stuff I can look at. You don't have to do anything I'm doing. You can do whatever you want to do, but at least it gives you a guideline. I'm going to send you that, but you got to go through the website and you got to send me the email through the website. And you're golden. Once you learn how to use this app, guys, you have put yourself in position for June 10th and thereafter, where I think that day starts one of the greatest opportunities in American history in one individual stock to build wealth. I think the opportunity is there. Let's stop letting these politicians and these billionaires make all the money. See, we sit on the sideline and be scared to death. Negative Nancy's in our ear. Girl, you're going to lose all your money. Man, you crazy listening to that nutcase on YouTube, man. That dude probably broke. You're going to sit there listening to these negative Nancy's and stay broke. While people like Nancy Pelosi, these other Capitol Hill people, senators, congressmen, lobbyists, billionaires, multimillionaires, Wall Street firms making all the money. And we as the little people just sit on the sideline and be afraid and be scared. We just sit here scared to death. And they make all the money. That's why 1% of the population in this country controls 99% of the wealth, because of that. When are we going to change this, guys? When are we going to change this? When are we going to take our financial power back? And again, guys, I'm not saying you got to buy Nvidia. I'm just telling you, find something to invest your money in to multiply it. These wealthy people do it every day. Nancy Pelosi makes $4 million in less than 6 months. Oh, what does she know we don't know? She has information. She got the same information you got. It's a great company. That's the information. I mean, what does she know you don't know? Well, she knew the H200 was coming out before we knew. Come on, man. Now, do these politicians have some insider information? Absolutely. Of course they do. They're sitting on the panels. They know what company. Yeah, they do. But I don't care about that. That ain't something I can control. What I can control is what I do. I can't control Nancy Pelosi and the rest of the cronies on Capitol Hill that get rich. I can't control what they do. I can control what I do. I can control what I do. So get to controlling what you can control. Don't worry about Nancy Pelosi. Don't worry about your neighbor. Don't worry about your elementary school teacher, what they investing in. Don't listen to your hairdresser unless they're telling you the right stuff. Don't listen to nobody that's a negative Nancy. Do not listen to negative Nancys. Surround yourself by some positive Nancys. That's why I'm telling you, get over to my website and join my private mentorship club. We got nothing but positive people over there. That don't mean people don't have bad days, but that's not a place to have a bad day. You got a bad day, don't come on the platform. Stay off the platform. Come back on the platform when you got a positivity in your mind. I ain't having it. I ain't having no negativity over there. That doesn't mean we won't have red days and people don't panic a little bit, but that's why we're there for them as a support group. That's when you will email me and some of the other folks on that, in that Discord, who are vets, who know what they're doing, who understand the cycles in the stock market. They know we're going to have red days. That's when you come in there and you get you some encouragement and get some wisdom from positive people. All these negative Nancys out here you're listening to, I don't know why. They ain't got no money. You ain't gonna hear nobody with a bunch of money be negative about making more money. When the last time you heard somebody rich say, oh, no, man, this rich thing ain't what don't even go down that path, bro. It ain't nothing. Hey, this rich thing ain't what it's all chalked up to be, man. You don't want to be rich. You don't want to be wealthy. You don't want to control 100% of your time. You don't want to be able to have your own financial destiny in your hands. Nah, nobody wants that. Nah, stay over there and be broke. Keep living paycheck to paycheck. Keep on staying in credit card debt. Keep on buying cars you can't afford, houses you can't. Keep on doing that, man. That's the life. This over here where you control 100% of your time, you got more choices, more time and more freedom in your life. Man. You don't want to go down that path. Who says that? Who says that? No one says that. No one says that. I've never met with one of my clients when I was in banking. These people were making millions of dollars a year. I've never met with one of them when they said, you know something, Richard, let me give you a piece of advice. Don't build wealth. Don't multiply your money. Just go ahead and work for somebody for the rest of your life. None of them ever said that to me. What they said to me was, Richard, do everything you can to multiply your money so you can own 100% of your time at some point in your life, where you control your financial destiny, where you ain't got to worry about how your lifestyle will be paid for. See, that's what they used to tell me. And that's what I'm telling you guys. I don't know what your financial freedom is. I don't know what your financial goals are, but I gotta believe you controlling 100% of your time because you ain't got to work for nobody to get a paycheck is better. I gotta believe having more time, more choices, and more freedom in your life is better than not having those things. I gotta believe that. Just saying, man. You do whatever you want to do, though. Whatever you feel right for you, do it. It's okay. I'm going to do what's right for me and my family. And for the good folks on here that want to do what's right for them and their family, they're going to do that too. I'm just trying to share with you an opportunity that could help get you there. You ain't got to take advantage of it. I already told you I got $250,000 in. I'm great. Ain't going to put another $300,000 in here when June 10th hits. So I'm going to be fine. I'm going to make a bunch of money. And I'm going to get right back on this YouTube channel when I do, and I'll let you know how much I made as it ticks up. Now, that may go against me. I may go the other way on me, but I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy. I made the decision. I will suffer the consequences. But I made the decision, and I will enjoy the rewards as well. At some point, it's going to happen. That's my opinion. I don't know that for a fact. But I'm a positive, optimistic investor. And I've been doing this for 30 years. And I've not seen a company like this, or at least a company like this that I could be a part of in the early stages. And I still think it's an early stage because I still think Microsoft is a tier 10 company. This is a tier 5 company, guys. It is got room to go. You got to understand, $400 billion in revenue from Microsoft. This company is doing $60 billion in revenue, man. That's what they did last fiscal year. Now, they'll probably do $100 billion this year. Maybe they do $120 billion, but that ain't even close what they're going to be doing. Just think when they get to $400 billion in revenue, guys, what the valuation on this company is going to be. If at $60 billion, the evaluation is already $3 trillion. Can you imagine what the evaluation is going to be on this company when they get to $400 billion in revenue? I don't know. Let's finish this up and we're going to get out of here. So here we go. Let's finish this up. Nvidia also plans to launch its new Blackwell architecture and most powerful chip ever later this year. Yet another tailwind for Nvidia stock. Now, what do you think is going to happen? Now, let's talk about this real quick. What's the product lineup right now? I mean, the most lucrative product lineup. The H1, which is already industry leader. The H1 GPU is already industry leader. That's already beat all the competition right now, just the H1. Now you've introduced the H2, which they say is better than the H1. More efficient, more powerful. So those are the two right there you got now. And then on top of that, later this year, you're coming out with the Blackwell architecture, the most powerful chip. The most powerful chip ever. They're coming out with that later this year. Yet another tailwind. What does tailwind mean? You got a headwind and you got a tailwind. If you got a headwind, that means things are pushing against you and it's harder for you to go forward. Why? Because the wind pushing against you. If I'm going this way and I got a headwind, the wind's coming this way. So it's harder. When I got a tailwind, I'm going this way and the wind is pushing me this way. I go faster. A tailwind helps me go faster. A headwind prevents me from going faster. It slows me down. They got tailwinds, guys. What's the tailwind? The Blackwell GPU chip or the Blackwell architectural platform. That's a tailwind. They got the H2. That's a tailwind. They also got interest rates that are going to be coming down. That's a tailwind. They also have what on their side? Momentum. Last 4 quarters, triple digit everything. They got momentum as a tailwind. Just saying, guys. Okay, last thing, the third thing that you got to consider. If you're going to consider buying this stock, that's a good thing. Here's the third thing. The stock isn't as expensive as investors may think. I said this yesterday, guys. You got Chipotle trading at $3,000 a share. They ain't even got close to revenue. They ain't even got 60 billion in revenue. Maybe they do. I take that back. I don't know what revenue Chipotle got. Somebody in the chat let me know. But nevertheless, they got a $3,000 stock price. You got this stock at $1,200. Chipotle, $3,000. The second most valuable company in the world is at $1,200. Come on, guys. Y'all know this stock is under what it really should be. This is a $2,000, $3,000 stock, $4,000, $5,000 stock at some point all day. I'm just saying, and they'll agree with me here. The stock isn't expensive as investors may think. When you think about companies out there like Chipotle trading at $3,000 a share. Wow. All right, here we go. Thanks to Nvidia's incredible rise, its stock has become quite expensive due to the lofty expectations built into it. That's why using the traditional price to earnings, PE ratio, isn't as useful when assessing Nvidia's stock. The stock market is a forward-looking machine. I keep telling y'all that. It's about the future. Stock market is about the future, right? It's not about the present. It's about what something's going to be worth in the future. And that's what you're betting on. You put your money in the stock market betting on the things that you put it in today will be more later on down the road. So you're investing in the future when you buy stocks, when you buy ETFs, when you buy index funds. You're investing in the future, right? The stock market is a forward-looking machine, so investors should use a metric that measures forward earnings, like the forward price-to-earnings ratio. At 41 times forward earnings, Nvidia isn't a cheap stock by any stretch of the imagination. However, when you compare it to other big tech companies, it doesn't look so bad. Although Nvidia is more expensive, it's still priced in a range similar to Amazon, which is 39 times forward earnings, and Microsoft, which is 35 times forward earnings. Both of these are great companies, but Nvidia's upside far exceeds that of the other two. Just saying, guys. So if you're looking for a stock with a higher ceiling than Amazon and Microsoft, Nvidia is a great pick. I just think that was perfectly put. I think that these guys right here are pretty good. That's Motley Fool. These guys come up with some good stuff. I don't normally say anything about who I'm reading or where I'm reading it from, but these Motley Fool guys, I like them a little bit. However, when you compare it to other big tech companies, it doesn't look so bad. Although Nvidia is more expensive, it's still priced in a range similar to Amazon, 39 times forward earnings, Microsoft, 35 times forward earnings. Now, if you don't know what any of that means, guys, go to the $10 trillion research lab and look it up. I ain't got time to be explaining all that because some of this stuff, I don't even know what it means. I got to go to the $10 trillion research lab and look it up. So go look it up. It ain't no shame in that. I ain't trying to be some expert here. I ain't trying to be perfect. I'm trying to present you with an idea. If you don't like the idea, hey, find your own idea. One thing I can know, if you're in my chat, you know, if you're around here dropping comments in the chat, trust me, guys. If you're on my channel, which is basically beginners and people who want to try to get wealth, anybody that's else in here, you probably, if you're in here being negative, I know you ain't got no money. I know you don't got no net worth, and I know you got no money if you're in here being negative. Because wealthy people don't do that. See, wealthy people's time is valuable. They don't got an hour and a half to sit on somebody else's live stream and spew negative stuff all the time. That's what broke people do. See, broke people waste their time on other people's agenda. That's what broke people do. Broke people spend their time worried about other people's agenda. They worry about other people's stuff instead of worrying about their own stuff. So if you're in here and you're being negative, you're probably broke. You probably got no net worth. You probably have no direction. You probably just have no direction when it comes to your financial information. All you got to do is change the way you think, guys, and you can get out of that. You can get out of that negative Nancy atmosphere you're living in. It's robbing you of your financial freedom, guys. See, that negative Nancy that you tote around with you every day is robbing you of your financial freedom. You can change that today, though. Change it. Change it. Just say to yourself, I'm not going to be a negative Nancy anymore. Say that 21 times. Say it 21 times. I'm never going to be a negative Nancy again. Blink your eyes twice, and you might be on the right track. You might start to get over to the positive Nancy side. So 21 times, I want you to say, I'm not a negative Nancy. I want you to blink your eyes twice. And hopefully you're on the track to being a positive Nancy. All right, so let's finish up. Both of these are great companies, but Nvidia's upside far exceeds that of the other two. So if you're looking for a stock with a higher ceiling than Amazon and Microsoft, Nvidia is a great pick. While many investors are excited about the stock split because it will make the stock more accessible to investors without access to fractional shares or options traders. Right? So there you go, guys. Those are your three, I thought, pretty decent reasons. Now, there are many more, but those are three pretty decent reasons to buy the stock. Pretty decent reasons. I think they're pretty decent. I'm buying, like I told you, I'm already in a quarter. I'm going to put another 3 over the next 5 years. So I'm already in a quarter. I'm going to put another 3, and then I'm going to let it ride. We're going to see where it goes, right? I'm going to continue earning on here, right? I'm going to continue earning 5 streams of income, earning, all of them good earners. Keep taking care of myself, living the lifestyle I want to live. I'm going to keep investing in SPLG and FTEC. Those are my staples in my 1.0 blueprint. I got 50, 30, 20 in my 1.0 blueprint, which is 50% of my money goes into the S&P, 30% of my money goes into information technology, and then 20% of my money goes into the Mag 7. So that's my staple. That's my baseline investment vehicle. See, I take this money that I earn, guys, and I go put it in assets to multiply it, right? I take the money that I earn and I put it in assets, man. I don't take the money I earn and just spend it to make other people wealthy. Do I buy cars? Yeah, but I pay cash for them. I'm good to go. Ain't no loans, no credit card debt, ain't no student loan debts. Nah, I don't owe nobody nothing other than the house. And so I guess I do owe the house, but that's okay. I could pay the house off if I wanted to. I don't though, because I'd rather invest that money. I got the house locked in at a 4.5. I'm good. I'd rather take that money and get 8 to 10. See, it makes financial sense to me. 4.5, 8 to 10. I take the 8 to 10. And then I get to write off all the interest. I get to write off the property taxes, a couple other nice little maneuvers I can do with the house to reduce the tax liability. I'm okay with that. So the financial pathway for me, guys, looks great. I think with the Nvidia, I think with Blueprint 1.0, Nvidia is Blueprint 2.0, by the way. Nvidia is Blueprint 2.0. And I'm going to add to that Blueprint 2.0 once Chipotle splits 50 to 1. I'm going to add a little Chipotle, about $1,000 a month in Chipotle after it splits 50 to 1. And that's just a bogey, right? That's just the outlier, just to see if they can run this thing again. They may not, they may, but I'm gonna throw $1,000 a month after the 50 to 1 split and just see over the next 5 years if Chipotle can run. We'll see. I don't know if it will, but I'm willing to take a chance on Chipotle because I like Chipotle. I eat at Chipotle a couple times a month and I like the little atmosphere. Then I'm thinking about Visa. When it comes to payment processing, Visa's like, it's like the 900-pound gorilla. Plus, they got all these emerging markets that is still trying to get into that will like triple its size if they can get into these emerging markets. So I'm thinking about Visa, adding that to the 2.0, but definitely in the 1.0, I'm sorry, in the 2.0, I got Nvidia, which I'll be buying heavy. So, hey man, there you go. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Hopefully y'all are gonna be doing something, man, to multiply your net worth. Like I said, if you're a newbie, if you're somebody from 18 to 80 and you're looking to build some more wealth and you're looking for a good brokerage app to buy paper assets, get down in the description box, click on that Moomoo link, put $100 in there, they're gonna give you 5 free stocks. You put $1,000 in your Moomoo account, they're gonna give you 15 free stocks, publicly traded companies. And then you're locked and loaded. And all you gotta do at that point is send me the email through the website and say, hey, Richard, opened up the Moomoo, I funded it. Send me those tutorial videos and send me the wealth transfer blueprint 1 and 2 so I know what you're doing, just in case I want to copy your plan. At least I know what you're doing. And guess what, guys? I'm gonna send you that today. So as soon as you send me the email, sometime today, it'll be there in your in basket. So get down to the description box, click on that Moomoo link, open it up today, get yourself ready to go for June 10th and beyond. Right? Just get yourself ready to go, locked and loaded. Get the education piece, which is the videos, so that you know how to use this thing and you're comfortable. I don't care if you're 18 to 80. It's not too late if you want to build wealth, guys. It's up to you. If you're satisfied with where you're at with your wealth, good for you. You've built it, you're satisfied, nothing wrong with that. Stay put and keep doing what you're doing. But if you're unsatisfied, if it's not where you want to be, then that's where you got to take some initiative. You have to execute. You have to take action. And like I said, potentially, maybe this stock and some other things that I'm doing could be options for you. But you'll never know until you really take a serious look at it. You'll never know until you try. So get down in the description box, click on that Moomoo link, go get that free stock, go get that free money. Send me an email through the website, www.richardfain.net. Let me know you've opened it, and I'm gonna send you those tutorial videos and the wealth transfer blueprint 1 and 2. While you're on the website, check out the digital products. Like I said, the website link is in the second link in the description box. While you're down in the website, check out those digital products. I got 10 really fantastic digital products. Check them out. And then if you want to be mentored by me, this is the only way I mentor, guys. This is the only way you got access to me from a mentorship standpoint is through the website. You have to join my private mentorship club. That's it. That's the only mentoring I do. So if you send me a rando email on wherever, I get some random email, I'm going to take you and I'm going to check you against who's in the club. If you're not ain't in the club as a member, as a paid member in the club, then I'm gonna have to respectfully send you an email back and say, hey, you need to join the club, and I'll be more than happy to chop it up with you about whatever your financial concerns are, and maybe I can help you. Outside of that, I can't help you. I can do the YouTube videos, and I'm gonna continue to do those every day, right? I'm gonna do the live streams every day, and I'm gonna do edited videos every day. And for a lot of you guys, that's enough. You don't need nothing else from me. You take what you take from those videos and you go execute. You don't need anything else from me. You don't need to be a part of that club. You don't need it. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. But the folks that do need extra, you do need some extra, then that's where you got to give it over to the Private Mentorship Club. And you guys already know, do not, in the comment section down in the videos or in these live streams, do not let any of these people in here try to get you to email them or hit them on WhatsApp or they're all scammers, man. They're scammers. That's the reason they're in here. They got no other way to make money other than to come in other people's videos. And the reason I don't cut off the comments, because I could just cut them off. I don't cut off the comments because I know some of y'all in here are legit and are really trying to, but a lot of these folks that be in here, they're just scammers. They're spamming and they're scammers trying to make money off of my videos. So just be careful down in the comment section. Don't reply to any of these people. If you need to get at me, I've already told you how you get at me. If you open that Moomoo account, fund it, you can send me an email through the website. I'm gonna send you those videos. If you wanna be mentored by me and have a one-on-one direct line to me, you gotta join the mentorship club on the website. That's it. That's the only way to access me, guys. If you wanna follow me on Instagram, you certainly can. That's down in the description box, my Instagram link, Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram link. That's down in the description box as well. So you can follow me there and see what I'm up to when I'm not on YouTube. But that's not where I do mentoring. I don't do mentoring on Instagram, guys. Instagram is for me to be able to post things, little tidbits about how to build wealth. Like I'll be doing one this afternoon about the Nvidia on Instagram, but it's not where I'm gonna do any tutoring, any mentoring. All that's done on the website. All that's done through the Private Mentorship Club. So if you wanna follow me, great. If you don't wanna follow me, don't. It's okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna continue to do what I do on YouTube every day until I don't wanna do it no more. I don't let people choose my attitude or get to choose how I feel. I don't allow that in my life, guys. If you've been rocking with me for a while, you know that. I have fun with the trolls and a little bit of fun, but that don't bother me, man. When I click this thing, when I say peace and hit that little button and this thing go off, I don't even think about none of that. I don't think about that. All I think about then is the people on my Private Mentorship Club. And then I go through that and answer all their emails, all their questions, and I try to participate. That's all I think about. All this negative Nancy stuff, that ain't even part of my life, man. Don't let it be a part of yours. Don't let people speak stupid stuff into your life. Don't let people around you who are not going in the direction you're going. Don't allow people to do that, because they will if you let them. If you let them spew negative in your life, they will. Don't let them. Don't let them. Honestly, these people need help, but they don't know how to get it. They don't know how to ask for help. So they rather be negative, because that, to them, in their filter system, that makes them feel better. They want people to be miserable just like them, because they don't know how to get unmiserable. They probably need some professional help, some of them. I don't know. But I'm not the one to help them do that. All I'm concentrated on, you guys that want to get to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's all I'm concentrated on. So if you want to get to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, perfect. You're in the right place. Appreciate y'all, man. We got one more day, June 7th. Stock split. And then on Monday, when I click on this thing on Monday, for the live stream on Monday, whoo, goodness gracious. We'll see. We'll see how this thing gonna do. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm right, whoo, if I'm right, whoo, goodness gracious. I'll take them blessings. I will take that financial blessing. I will take that financial blessing if I'm right. I'm gonna take that financial blessing. Appreciate y'all, man. Lock it in with a thumbs up before you get out of here. I gotta go. It's Thursday. I got some more things I gotta do. I gotta get over to the Private Mentorship Club and find out what's going on over there. I made a couple posts this morning, but I gotta get over there and spend some time with my people. So I'll catch y'all later. I hope to see some of y'all over in the Private Mentorship Club, man, through the website. I hope to see some of y'all over there, because that tells me right there that people are making the decision to change something in their financial life. I hope to see y'all over on that website. I also hope to see a bunch of emails coming through the website for Moomoo. That lets me know people are trying to do what? Change something in their life. So I hope to see a lot of emails from you guys for signing up for Moomoo, and I hope to see a lot of you guys over in the mentorship club, because that means you're trying to take control of your financial life. Hope to see that. I hope to see it. Well, thank you, man. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, where we'll have some more good news about the financial markets and what's going on and how you can parlay that into freedom. We're going to have more news on how you can parlay this information to create freedom for yourself. More time, more choices, and more freedom in your life. Thank you, man. Y'all been good. Y'all are great. And I'm fortunate to be able to be on this site and be able to talk to y'all every day. Thoughts become things. See it in your mind. Hold it in your hand. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy. Get wealthy. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.